Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the DDC Podcast. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the number one reason why you are stuck and why you're not seeing the changes that you want to see in your fitness journey. And it has nothing to do with your workouts. It has nothing to do with your nutrition. And I think you're going to be very shocked and maybe surprised when I tell you what the number one thing is, okay? So the reason why you're stuck, it's because of your mindset. Workouts and nutrition, yes, they're important, and we want to make sure that we have a really good structure with this. Otherwise, we're just going to be going around circles and we won't get there. But even if you have the best workout plan in the world, even if you have the best nutrition program in the world, if you don't have or if you are not in the right mindset, believe me, this is only going to make things a little bit more challenging for you to achieve those results. And it's only going to help you stay stuck. You're going to be going around circles, and it's going to make things harder for you to take those steps forward. So in this episode, I want to share some tips with you guys of how you can shift and change your mindset to help you keep moving forward. And also want to tell you why this is so important. Okay. So mindset is often the missing piece in every single fitness transformation. And maybe right now, this is how you feel. Maybe you feel that you have a really good workout plan, you have a solid routine with your nutrition, with everything, your water intake, your cardio. But despite everything, you're not seeing the changes that you want to see. Or maybe you're not being as committed as you want to be. You're not being as consistent as you would like to be. And this is all related to your mindset. And I heard this quote that I really want to share with you guys. I can't remember exactly where this is from, but I think it's very powerful. And it says, your body will never go where your mind doesn't push it first. So let me say that again. Your body will never go where your mind doesn't push it first. So this pretty much tells us that your body will follow what your mind says. Okay. So if your mind is telling you that you're gonna fail, that you won't achieve that goal, whether it's fitness related or something else related with your business, relationships, and things like that, then you will simply take the actions that align with that mindset. So if you say that you can't, then you won't do it. You will find all the excuses, you will have all the self-limiting beliefs that won't help you move forward. On the other hand, if you stay positive, if you keep reminding yourself that you can do it, that you're learning to be committed, that you're learning to be consistent, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to start taking actions of a person that is committed, consistent, and eventually you're going to get the results that you want because your mind will follow your mindset, okay? What is the psychology of achievement? This is a concept, an idea from Brian Tracy. In case you don't know who Brian Tracy is, he's an amazing person. He's a motivational speaker. He has written many books, and I think he's just an amazing human being. He has so much knowledge, so much experience, and he often talks about mindset and how we can use our mindset to help us get the success that we want. So in this psychology of achievement concept, he talks about how your thoughts, your beliefs, and your daily habits shape your success. So if the thoughts that you're having about yourself are positive, if the beliefs that you're having about yourself are positive, then the daily actions that you're going to take in, the daily habits, are going to align with all of this, which means they're going to shape the success and create the success that you want. If you don't believe in yourself, if you're constantly having negative thoughts, if you're constantly taking actions that are not helping you to achieve that goal, then the success that you're going to have is that you're not going to get there, right? So you won't really be that successful. So fitness, like I mentioned earlier, it's not just about going to the gym. It's not just about having a workout structure or workout program. It's not just about doing your meal plan, your meal prep, or having a good structure with your nutrition. Fitness goes beyond that. And this is why I say mindset is the one missing piece in every single fitness transformation. Fitness is more about how you think about your progress. Fitness is about how you think about your obstacles and also how you think about yourself. How you think about yourself, the beliefs that you have about yourself can either help you or break you, literally. If you're positive, if you remind yourself that you can do it, if you tell yourself that you're capable, you will make it happen. Even if you don't have the right tools, even if you don't have the right knowledge just yet, you will find a way and you will make it happen. But if you constantly keep saying, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, then of course you won't be able to make it happen, right? What you believe becomes how you behave. And this is going to create the results. So again, if it's something positive, positive results. If it's something negative, it's going to be negative results. Let me give you an example, okay? Let's just say right now you keep telling yourself or you keep believing and reminding yourself, I keep falling off track. If you constantly tell yourself, I keep falling off track, I keep falling off track, I can't stick with the meal plan, I can't stick with my training programs, it's just so hard for me, especially on the weekends. And I hear this all the time. It's always the weekends, right? Monday to Friday, very easy to stay on track because we have a bit of routine with work and everything. Weekends, not so much. But if you constantly telling yourself that you keep falling off track every single weekend or every single day, then the actions that you take, the behaviors that you're going to take are going to prove you that you keep falling off track. Why? Because your actions are going to align with your beliefs. They're going to align with your goals. And that's something that you're probably believing about yourself right now. So if right now you're telling that to yourself, I keep falling off track, I want you to change that. I want you to change or reframe that thought to, I'm learning to be consistent. So if yesterday was not the best day with your nutrition, for example, what's done, we can change it. But what you can tell yourself is say, okay, yesterday was not the best day. I was busy with work. I was not ready with my meals. I probably didn't make the best decisions with the meals that I got from the supermarket or the takeaways, whatever. But I'm learning to be consistent. Because when you tell that to yourself, then you're going to start believing that you're someone who's learning to be consistent. Then your behaviors, your actions are going to be aligned with someone who is consistent. And boom, guess what's going to happen? You're going to achieve the results that you want, which is losing body fat or gaining muscle. Now, I want you to think about what is one belief, just one, okay? What is one belief that's held you back in your journey? Maybe it's the example that I gave you before. Maybe you keep telling yourself, I keep falling off track. Maybe right now the belief that you have is that you are someone who's very inconsistent, or that you're someone who has really bad genetics, and because of your genetics, you're not able to see the changes that you want to see. Maybe you keep telling yourself, I'm someone who never stick to my own promises. I'm someone who is just not committed, anything. What's that one belief that's holding you back right now? Okay, think about that. Write it down if you can, but if you're driving, don't write down. But think about what's one belief that has held you back. And let's reframe that. Stop telling that to yourself. Stop proving yourself that you're that person, because you're not. You just do it because it's maybe you do it out of habit. Maybe you do it because it's, you've been doing it for such a long time. You don't even think about it. You're not even aware of that. But now that you are, it's going to be a little bit easier to change that. Okay. Now, I want you to close your eyes. I'm just going to drink a little bit of water. I want you to close your eyes. Again, if you're driving, don't close your eyes, but close your eyes. And I want you to visualize the person that you want to be. The person that you want to be in the next, let's say, 12 months, in the next 2 years. What does she do on a daily basis? How does she look? How does she behave? How does she speak to herself? What actions is she taking every single day? Maybe she's someone who's very strong. She's someone who's confident. She's someone who's energized. She's someone who believes in herself, and she believes that she can make anything happen. She's someone that is just powerful. She's someone who's unstoppable. That person that you truly, truly, truly want to be. I want you to imagine, visualize her physically, emotionally, and also mentally. I want you to picture that scene and see that person how you want to be in the next 12 months from now, right? That person that you want to be 12 months from now that you have a bit of picture of how you want to look and how you want to act and how you want to behave. Now that we know that, the next thing is that I want you to start acting like her. Start showing up like her right now. Don't wait for 12 months to then be that person. Don't wait until you reach your goal. Don't wait until you lose that body fat to then be that person. Why are you waiting? You're literally wasting time. You're literally wasting time right now. You don't have to wait for anything. You just have to make it happen. And I want you to start acting like that person. And I want you to start making decisions like that person will do. Because if that person is there, it's because she's someone who's an action taker. She's someone that doesn't hesitate to take action. And she's someone that probably sticks to her words, right? And she keeps learning, she keeps growing, and she keeps believing in herself. So do that. It's that simple. Start doing it right now, from this moment. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next week. Don't wait for 2 months from now. Don't wait until you're ready, because we know that waiting means never. Start showing up like that person that you want to be, like your future self, the best version of yourself. Because the more clear you are about the person that you want to be and how you want to act and how you want to behave, your confidence, it's going to grow. If you're not clear about this, things are going to be a little bit messy. And if things are messy, it's just, it's harder. It gets a little bit more challenging to start showing up like that person. But if we can be very clear about how she looks, how she acts, how she behaves, how she thinks about herself, how she speaks to herself, it's going to be much easier to start being that person. And that confidence is going to grow. And once you have more confidence in yourself, things just get easier. It will never be 100% easy, of course, but things will get easier. And I'm a true believer about the power of language. I think the way that you speak to yourself is very important. And once again, it can either help you or break you. If you constantly tell yourself, I can't stick to this, I can't stick to my meal plan, I can't stick to my workout programs, I just can't be bothered going to the gym, it's just too early, it's just too cold, I'm just very lazy, I'm just very unmotivated, then your brain is going to start believing that. And your brain is going to start acting like that person who is inconsistent, who doesn't like the gym, who just likes making excuses. But you're not that person. You're only acting like that person because that's a conversation internally that you're having with yourself. So once again, reframe that. Reframe that to, I'm becoming more committed. Because once you reframe that thought, then there's going to be room for growth. And it's going to help you just keep pushing yourself. And it's going to help you to continue showing up like the person that you want to be. Because identity follows language. So if right now your identity is right here, if right now you're acting like someone who can't stick to this, to your workout, to your meal plan, to the things that you said you were going to do, stop that. Change that language. And then your identity, your behaviors, your actions will follow that. I can guarantee that 100%. And action creates motivation. It's not the other way around. If right now you're waiting to feel motivated to then take action, once again, that's never going to happen. It's like you waiting for things to be perfect, for things to settle down before taking action. We know that's never going to happen. Life just doesn't work like that. Things are never going to be perfect. They might be perfect for 1 second, but the next second, boom, something might happen. Something unexpected might happen, might come up. So how do you expect to be ready one day? It just won't happen. So we want to take that action, and that's the thing that's going to create the motivation. Taking action, baby steps, small, tiny steps, and this is something I tell my clients all the time. Don't go from 0 to 100. Don't rush anything. Don't go crazy. Just do one thing at a time and one small step at a time. Doing this, let's say going for a 10-minute walk every second day, going for a 20-minute walk even once a week to start off with, second week, twice a week, third week, 3 times a week, and then you stick with that for a month. That's going to start building trust in yourself because you're telling yourself, I'm going to go for a walk Monday and Tuesday for 10 minutes. Then you're going to make that happen. It's realistic. It's only 10 minutes. This is going to start building trust in yourself, and you're going to prove yourself that you can follow through. You're going to prove yourself that when you say something, you actually stick to that thing. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to help you build more confidence in yourself. One, because you're more clear about the person that you want to be. And two, because you're more clear with the actions that you want to take, the goals that you have. You're going to start doing that, building the trust, the proof, and then the confidence is just going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And something else I want you to do a little bit different from now on with your fitness goals. If right now you are telling me or you're telling yourself, I want to lose 10 kgs, I want to lose 20 kgs, I want to be able to do 10 push-ups, I want to be able to do 5 pull-ups, that's great. But outcome goals are not that specific and they're not that easy to follow through. They're very, like generic. They're very like, meh, boring. But if you write or if you start writing some identity goals, that's the thing that's going to help you to take those steps forward. So if your goal is to lose 5 kgs, perfect goal. We want to keep that. But next to that goal, you can write something like, I am a woman who prioritizes her health. Maybe health is one of your values. Being healthy, being active, fueling your body the right way. Maybe that's some of your values. Maybe that's the identity that you want to have moving forward. Once you have this identity goal with your outcome goal, this together, or those two together, I want to make things easier for you to start acting like the person that you want to be, because you're being very clear with this. And then the more clear we are, remember, the more confidence you build in yourself and the easier it's going to be to achieve your goals. Okay, now I want you to write down or think about, if you're not able to write down, think about one identity, just one, okay? Just one identity that you want to step into. And say it like you mean it. Say it like it's true. Maybe that identity is, the example that I gave you before. It's that you're a woman who prioritizes her health. So you really value your health. Maybe you value fueling your body the right way. Maybe you value moving your body 5 times a week, 4 times a week, 3 times a week. Maybe you value being an action taker. Maybe you value being consistent, being committed. I don't know. That's for you to answer, not for me. But write down that one identity that you want to step into and say like it's true. Believe it, okay? Now, just a quick recap about the things that we just spoke about. Number 1, success starts in the mind. The only thing that's keeping you stuck right now, the only thing that's holding you back right now, it's not your meal plan, it's not your training program, it's none of that. It's just your mindset, nothing else. Once we change that mindset, then you're going to start creating the success that you want to create, because the actions that you take are going to start aligning with the person that you want to be. Number 2, I want you to start thinking differently. Stop being so negative about yourself. Stop being so mean to yourself. Be a little bit kinder. Be a little bit nicer. And reframe those thoughts. Reframe those negative thoughts and phrases. Stop saying, I can't. I'm not good at this. I'm not capable. This is too hard. This is too challenging. We don't want that. We don't need that. Reframe that. Change it. I'm not the best just yet, but I'm learning. I'm learning to be committed. I'm learning to stay consistent. Those things are going to help you, okay? So change that, reframe that. Speak to yourself with belief. Stop doubting yourself. We are all capable of achieving any goal and goals that we have. Fitness related, business related, any goals that you have. But you just have to believe it. Because if you don't believe it up here and here, nothing's going to change. But if you start believing it, if you start dreaming about those things and you start feeling those emotions, it just makes things much easier. And it proves to you that you can make it happen. And last but not least, is start acting like the person that you want to be. Don't wait until you lose the 10 kgs. Don't wait until things get better. Don't wait for anything to happen. We literally don't have time to waste. Start acting like that person right now. Start showing up like the person that you want to be right now. You're only one decision away from completely changing your life and having the life that you want to have. And you're the only one that has control over that decision. And you're the only one that can make it happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please share it on your social media and tag me at Daniela del Carpio. Until next time, and as I always say, don't ever stop believing in yourself.